Hello my fellow treasure hunters and explorers. I just want to post a quick video here as a tip for treasure hunters, especially out in the West, that have access to be able to take a trip to the coast of California. We've had a pretty tough winter, lots of storms have pounded the coast of California, and we've got a lot of water here in Arizona and Utah as well, so it's been a blessing. But these larger than normal storms have pounded the coast of California and pushed a lot of debris and things onto the shore. There's a couple of shipwrecks that have been been uncovered and pushed up towards the shore. And there's a lot of cobblestones and bigger rocks being pushed up on the beach. And I think it would be a great time for treasure hunters, for metal detectorists, for beachcombers to go to the beaches and to hunt those areas between the ocean and the cobbles, and maybe even up in the cobbles. You might find some bigger gold, you might find some old coins that have been pushed onto the shore, or you might find some things that are associated with the shipwrecks that have been pushed up. So anyway, storms and tough weather, bad weather, hurricanes and gale force winds bring a lot of opportunities for metal detecting and treasure hunters, and it looks like that opportunity is going to be on the California coast this spring. So I'm going to post a couple of short video clips here for you to check out that talks about these things and get you excited about metal detecting there. Thanks.
It is a story that is so San Diego. A shipwreck from the 1930s visible in Coronado today. The SS Monte Carlo normally sits beneath the sand, but every so often the waves make the ship visible for people to see. Our Jamie Chambers got to see the wreck up close, and he joins us live with the story. Jamie.
Kathleen, yeah, it took a couple of huge swells passing through here, some severe tides moving in and out and losing so much sand. And now historians are fired up, and even some treasure hunters are interested in what they might be able to see. An infamous memory has been exposed on the beaches of Coronado. The pile of twisted metal doesn't look like much to someone passing by, but for those that are in the know, it's a special moment.
My friend has texted me to say that you can see the ship. And knowing how rare it is that you can see it, I thought, okay, if I'm ever going to see this thing, I better drop everything and head down there now.
Sean Kelly and his wife have taken a few stabs at getting a peek at the SS Monte Carlo, but it hasn't been viewable since 2016.
New Year's Day in 1937, this huge ship crashed on our beach and spilled its entire contents up onto the shore. And to this day, it's still a headline story.
Coronado historian Joe Dittler says the SS Monte Carlo was a large illegal gambling and booze ship during Prohibition, sitting 3 miles off the coast to skirt local authorities.
The ship was on the beach. Roulette wheels were tossed up onto the gambling tables onto the beach. There were bottles of booze everywhere, and people in trench coats were picking things up and walking away.
Dittler says that a storm broke the SS Monte Carlo's mooring, beaching the floating casino on the shore.
There were silver dollars. He found a dealer's table in the surf, and he kicked the drawer and got it to open, and he said it was so many silver dollars he couldn't carry them all.
Now just the memory of the wild days of a bygone era are still fascinating locals.
When the waves hit it, you get these sort of blowholes like a whale spouting up shoots of water. So it's pretty spectacular once it appears, when it appears.
And there's always the dream about running across a little treasure. Finders keepers. That's what it is.
Losers weepers.
Now, everyone should certainly keep their distance from this. This is twisted, rusted metal. It's very dangerous, especially for surfers that are in the area. But for those that get to see it, it's pretty spectacular, it's pretty rare. And even though no coin has been discovered for a very long time, a lot of the locals say that you can expect to see a lot of detectorists out there hunting, trying to get something special. That's the very latest from Coronado. Jamie Chambers, Fox 5 News.
The storms and strong waves hitting our coastline are pushing seashells and all kinds of things up onto the beach for people to find.
CBS 8's Anna Laurel went to Torrey Pines State Beach, where rocks have been washed and pushed way up the shore, even covering entrances to the beach.
I'm standing on what is usually the sidewalk that leads in from the parking lot here at Torrey Pines. This railing for the sidewalk is usually up here to me, but now it is covered in layers and layers of these rock. Now, the State Parks Department just told me that they will clear this rock away from the sidewalks if it's blocking any entrances to the beach, but all they're going to do is just push it onto the beach. They don't groom this rock off of our beach, but we just found out today these rocks called cobbles are good for our coastline.
These aren't just any old rocks you're walking on to and from your favorite beach. They're called cobbles. And according to scientists, they're piling up on our coastline because of the largest ground swells in 20 years, combined with 2 king tides this month.
We've had some very significant waves this winter, and it's doing things to our beaches that we haven't really seen before.
Adam Young studies our coast and erosion for Scripps. He's researching where and how these cobbles move. You see, they're not just in piles out in the ocean, they're buried sporadically under the sand.
But we don't know how deep they are in the beach or where they're located offshore exactly.
When we have big storms, the sand washes into the ocean and the cobbles move on shore. They can pile up in front of our cliffs, help prevent the waves' impact, and stop erosion.
It's something we're actively studying.
Adam's team put tiny sensors inside nearly 400 cobbles at Torrey Pines. Those are the red dots you see. They're moving onshore, offshore, down the coast. And when we have the large waves like we've seen this month, they get pushed high up on the beach. Once the water goes back down and the sand with it, there they sit. Now they're piled up at beach access staircases and walkways. Adam says they've never seen them built up this much, so they're not sure when or if the piles will go down.
This will be very interesting to see and watch them how they behave in the spring.
In Torrey Pines and Encinitas, this is Anna Laurel for CBS 8.